First of all, I want to thank you, Andalusia-IT, to give us this opportunity to introduce our adventure of founding Insha, of founding an ecosystem, and our projects, how we work, how it came to this kind of idea of founding an ethical-based, principle-based banking or financial tool, and how we came at the end to this kind of ecosystem of Insha Ventures. And one of our topic is also our projects like in space or our principles. And I want to finish with introducing you the 100 Insha Pioneers campaign. We will in this year 2021 we will join new markets like you mentioned, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, Austria, France, and other European countries. But first of all, it's important to understand why it's important to found an ecosystem and not just one startup like Insha is. Because we believe that, first of all, Insha Ventures, an ecosystem, it is more about not just about the success of a single fintech startup. It's more about supporting each other. It's about the knowledge transfer, the know-how transfer, and the sustainable way of founding a business. If you build an ecosystem, you have the opportunity to support each other, and you minimize the risk of failing just of one single startup. So the support of each other is the sustainable aspect of this ecosystem. So this Insha Venture ecosystem, you have to know, it was founded in 2020. Before 2020, it was a member of another ecosystem of the Albaraka Bank Group in Turkey, in Istanbul. And since the middle of the year of 2020, we are our own ecosystem of fintechs. So who we are, Insha Venture is trying to disrupt the finance, of course with love. Insha Venture started operating as the first fintech venture builder in Turkey, in Istanbul, how I mentioned. And we are, our motivation is to build financial technologies, to do knowledge sharing, and give our experience for founding motivated people, especially in Turkey and Europe. So our greatest aspiration is to design new financial technology products and bring them together with the end users. And what we do, or there are different aspects in the way of how we do it. We develop management tools also for growth, also for exit strategies. We help the startups to do a branding strategy. We help them if they need an exit strategy. We have idea leaderships and we do this by organizing some kind of entrepreneur events and help the fintech startups to connect each other. We have the honor to use three main aspects. One of them is that we have the financial power of our strong partners like the Albaraka Bank Group, who back us, and other investors. So we have no financial struggles, which is very important. Also, we have the financial industry knowledge, also from the Al Baraka Bank group, where the Insha venture ecosystem was part of before. And we have the strength that we can take action like an entrepreneur, and this combination of these three aspects is what we call this entrepreneurial spirit, which is very important to found new startups in this branch. Because we are fully digital and we have the experience, especially in Turkey, in Germany, and in other Asian countries, we are able to do our services, our products, we are able to expand all over the world, of course, because we are fully digital. There are four ways to build or to make this ecosystem grow. First is, of course, we build our own fintech startups. We have also the ability to buy products and services and integrate them in our ecosystem. We are able to partnering with fintechs and invest also in fintechs. Now to our ecosystem. These are in four categories. The first is the digital banking with Insha. We have payment solutions. There are a lot of, and we have an API Connect for open banking solutions, and also a RegTech with Kimlik Basit. I think all of them are now in Turkey. Just Insha is operating in Germany and soon in other European countries. Just to give you some screens and some examples of our fintech startups, there is, for example, Alneo, which is the Turkey's first artificial intelligence-backed payment platform. We have API Connect, which is one of the biggest now in Turkey. We have like Nakit Basit, like Post Basit. Not all of them are mobile based, just there are also web sites. Yeah, these are some examples of the solutions. How you you mentioned before that also Mehmet Burak Dikmen is here, our head of all kind of daily business in Germany. He is part of this experience, of this adventure since day one. And if he wants to add something, you can do it, Burak.
Thank you very much, Burak. Actually, you told us everything very clearly. So right now it's all clear. Thank you.
Okay.
If of course anyone has a question, please feel free to ask. We are here.
Okay. If you want, let us collect all the questions for the Q&A at the end. So we collect them and answer them all together. Now I think also joined Ozan, who is also a part of our team, and Taner. So if they both also have something to add, they can do it anytime. Now to Insha. Insha is a digital banking service provider, the first fully digital principal-based mobile banking app. When we first came to Germany and start trying to communicate the services which are all principle and ethical based. We try to target a group of Muslims. So we called Islamic banking, but in time we realized that the way of communication, to do it in the way of principles of ethical banking, of fully digital banking service is more effective, because also we realized that the most of our customers actually are non-Muslims. So the ethical aspects of the Islamic banking service are attractive for everyone, not just for Muslims. So to Insha, our slogan is "Your account with principles." How I mentioned, we are a fintech startup based in Berlin, and we offer an innovative, fully digital and ethical account based on principles. These principles we define on our own. I will tell you more about this later. What does it mean in general to be principle-based and ethical and sustainable? It means that we do not engage in interest-based transactions or investment in social destructive areas. We realize that there is a problem in the European market, that there is a large potential customer group in Europe looking for ethical and principled financial products, but there are no all kind of these ethical and sustainable digital solutions. So we did some researches. We know that, for example, the usage of Eco Power since 1990 is grown 10 times more. There is a use, and we have a growth also in products with fair trade products in Germany. So we have some kind of numbers which helped us to realize that there is a potential customer group who care about the sustainable aspects of the products they consume. But the question was, so what about the banking industry? You care about how your Apple comes from a sustainable or fair trade provider. What about your bank and your money? And also we did some research about the banking industry, and we saw that there are just increasing numbers in all aspects. And all these numbers and research helped us to realize that we as Insha are a real solution with our product to offer an ethical and principle-based financial solution tool for this kind of customer group. So maybe it's important to repeat, it's a customer group who cares about all kind of ethical and principle and social sensitive solutions. It's not about giving a solution just for Muslims. The main services we offer are that we help our customers to save and grow their money. Save and grow your money is our main philosophy, to manage their finances more effectively through various financial management tools and investment tools. We offer a free account, including a free debit card, access to numerous innovative products. We have saving tools like InSave. We have an Insight tool to control your spendings. We have an InLoyal tool, this kind of a loyalty program with partners. And we have tools to let your money grow. You can do investments in gold. You can do investments in participation accounts. We call it InWin. And we have an marketplace tool where we are able to integrate other technology solutions. maybe some numbers of our success till today. We reached over 40,000 users. We have a monthly customer growth of 30%. Till 2020, we were just in Germany, but in the next months we will also launch Insha in other European countries. We have numerous corporations like big brands, also like Booking, Textfinks, O2, Vattenfall, and we are one of our principles is to do constantly developing new products. Yeah. So 2019 we had just 3 products like InSafe, and in 2020 we launched new products, and there are some new products in development. Now, one of our main special point is that Insha is a principle-based banking tool. Now, what does this mean? We defined 13 principles. We call it the 13 Insha principles, which are all aspects of sustainable and ethical business. And these are our 13 principles. These like to doing ethical business, to be fully transparent, to give a fully transparency banking experience, to help our customers, to actively participate in every action we do, to help our customers to be a part of a real and circular economy, that we do not invest in interest-based businesses. We are environmentally friendly by being fully digital and supporting partners like this. We also give tools for social responsibility. We are here to share the knowledge, like now we are doing is we try to build a sustainable business model, constantly innovation. We are also interested in building strong partnerships, giving our customers a conscious awareness. And the last, but maybe the most important, is that our customers are always in the middle of every action we do. So customers first. Now, to give you some examples how it works, how we develop new products or new projects based on our principles. For example, we choose here 5 principles. We will we say, okay, we need strong partnerships, or we will share knowledge and take social responsibility and do it in a constant innovative way. So we take, for example, and we choose our partner for our partnerships, partners based on these mentioned principles. For example, we are the first startup toward scholarship within the framework of the Deutschlandstipendium at the Technical University of Berlin. This means that we are actively participating in the transfer of knowledge and the qualitative development of future generations of foundation motivated. To give you another example, on these different or similar 5 principles is, for example, our partnership at the Berlin Partner Network. This is in Berlin based and maybe the most strongest network in Germany. And we are one of the first startups who takes responsibility, and it's not just about founding in a startup a fintech solution in Germany or in Berlin. It's also about caring about the society in Berlin. And for example, this network is one of the strongest in Germany. We have a lot of big partners here, and we are able here to communicate with them on C-level partners. Yeah. are also big names, you know, like Siemens, Steyr, Vattenfall, also Volkswagen. And yeah, here at the startup partner category, you see Insha. And we have also the ability to communicate and do partnerships with all the universities and yeah, in Germany. Yeah. Now to maybe developing our products. Also, when we develop new products, we think about, okay, which principal aspects or which ethical aspects are important to offer the services. For example, we will want to push this real and circular economy. We want to give our customers an interest-free investing tool. We will do it in an innovative way. It will be environmentally friendly and with a strong partnership. So we develop our product in Loyal. With InLoyal, our customers can expect exclusive offers, discounts, or cashbacks from their favorite brands. For example, here to name some of them are like Booking, like O2, like Vattenfall. And to give you an example, if we work together with Vattenfall, it's about energy, but we try to offer a special service of Vattenfall of energy which are sustainable, like wind, like solar energy. Now, to give you another example, based on these principles, we developed InShare. InShare is your tool to take social responsibility and help proactively shape our planet positively. InShare is, so we called a matter of the heart of Insha. And so we started cooperation with NGOs and help our customers to do spendings. These are some of our partners integrated in the Insha app, so you can do your spendings easily through the app. Now, for example, this project is based on nearly every point of our 13 principles. Our responsible colleague of our project in space is Ozan. Maybe you want to explain what we do with in space, what our motivation was.
Thank you, Brock. Can you hear me all?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So InSpace is more or less a project like Andalusia-IT. Maybe I can explain you in few words what we are doing here with InSpace. So we at InSpace support the young and dynamic generation in all challenges and processes of founding through personal support, and we also ensure the access to our numerous partners and our strong network. And those who join InSpace are part of a large exchange platform and the community with people who have the same mindset, with people who have maybe also their own visions which they want to realize. And we as InSpace are committed to adding value to our society as a whole through innovation, and we also want to help to shape Europe's economic future. We are ready to do knowledge sharing with InSpace because as a startup we have a lot of experience of all phases a startup has to, let's say, more or less survive. That can start with the finding of an idea, with founding a startup, with all the processes in the founding phase, and also with all the challenges after the founding process. We have a lot of experience. As Insha, we had a lot of struggles in that topics, so we are ready to share this. To summarize what InSpace is, just in few words, I can say that we offer our InSpace members a platform where they can do, first of all, networking. That means they have the chance to new people who have the same mindset, but also they have a platform to get in touch with maybe their co-founders for their projects. And we also offer a platform for knowledge sharing, where we organize events like you are organizing here now, with different topics. Maybe I can give you later some examples. So for who is this community, who can be a member of our community? First of all, we want to have community members who are, I used the word maker type. I don't know what the correct word would describe it in English, but let's say who are man or woman of action in their respective field, who want to shape their field, who have a vision in their respective field, and who want to shape the future there, who want to live in an innovative way. And maybe who is for people who want to realize their project, but it's not obligatory to have a project in mind, to have a startup idea in mind. It's also enough if you just have some of these attributes, and if you want to join InSpace to profit from our office. So Burak, if you can continue with the next slide. We started the whole InSpace project in May 2020, and as you can imagine, it was very difficult during the peak of Corona. It was not possible for us to do a lot of events. We had a lot of events in our mind. We couldn't do them. Especially we had a 10 months plan for startup events. We also organized a lot of speakers, and we tried to find locations. But as you know, Corona was a big obstacle for us and a big blocker to realize everything. But we again had a lot of positive moments as a community. So right now we have between 60 and 70 community members. We organized so far at least 15 events, again with startup topics, even if we couldn't do it the way we just wanted to. We had some events based on investment topics, and also lockdown. But before we had our lockdown, we did it on regular basis, because what we do with our community, and maybe Andalusia is doing the same, we want to live the community spirit. We want to build the spirit, and we also want that we have friendships in our communities, that we are a real community. And this is what happened at the end. We have a lot of friendships here. We have a lot of people who networked here, who started projects together. And this is why we, for example, started also some working groups, like an investment group or like a scientific advisory board in our community. At the next slide, we can just give you an image about our events. So what we did were come together events. As I mentioned, the monthly coffee and cake events, where we had also a format with the name Let's Talk, where we talked about different topics. We visited companies of entrepreneurs in our community, as you can see it on the picture at the top on the left side. So we had also special seminars for our community members. That are some of events we realized so far, but as I mentioned, we want to do a lot of more events, and especially we want to do more startup events as soon as it's possible to have physical events, because a Zoom meeting or an online event is an online event, but you don't have the chance to network, to know the people. This is why we will do it more in future. So Burak, maybe the next slide, just to give you another example of our event. As we already mentioned, we also had an investment or some investment events where we educated our community based on these topics. For example, how to invest in stock market, or how to invest in gold and expensive watches and so on. What kind of investment strategies could be meaningful for us, or also how to invest in the biotech market, and what kind of future potential you can see in the biotech market, and so on. So these are some examples of our events. And I would say one difference between Andalusia and our InSpace community could be that we are, let's say, more diverse. That means that we have a lot of different profiles in our community. Just some examples: we have some people who are working in the economy, who are also ITler. We have a lot of ITlers in our community, but we have also influencers. We have also YouTubers. We have also people who who are focusing on an academic career, who has a doctor title or who want to have a doctor title in future. We have people with KPMG background. We have entrepreneurs in our community, and this is how everyone can benefit from every community member. And as you see here, it's these three people who already did a presentation in the investment for the investment topics. They are also part of our community, and so we have the big chance to benefit from the people who are part of InSpace. And maybe one important point why we do this, or maybe two important points why we do this. First of all, we have our principles and we have our mission to shape the future in a positive way, in an innovative way. And with this community, we want to push innovation. But a second reason would be that a lot of people there in the community are also Insha customers. And for us, it's very important to design Insha for our customers. That means that we always ask our customers what they want from us. We do a lot of times focus groups with our customers, and we are ready to design our products together with them. We are ready to design our app together with them. And we are also ready to redefine our strategy. Just one example was InLoyal. Maybe, Brock, you can show it again. InLoyal was an idea of our customers. They told us, I talked to 21 customers, and 21 from 21 told me that they want special offers in the Insha app. And this is why we said, okay, we will give you these special offers, and why we built InLoyal in 1 month. It was the desire of our customers. So as you see, for us, it's really important to get feedback and to design Insha for the people who will use it at the end. And we also said that the 13th principle, customer first, is in the center of our principles. And this is also why we would like to learn from you how your market works and what you would expect from Insha, and so that we can design at the end Insha for you, for the people who would use it at the end.
Okay, Ozan, thank you. So I think this is a good bridge to the next topic, the 100 Insha pioneers. So in 2021, one of our main topics and goal is the expansion plan in new European countries. And how Ozan mentioned, one of our most important principle is the number 13. So we will do it with our customers, for our customers, and not just customers, also with potential customers. So the main idea of this campaign is to get inside of the markets we will go in, and we will do the entry and do this entry together with our potential customers. For this, we will do some kind of focus groups. Maybe I can share here. You see the homepage here, the landing page?
Yes.
Okay. So we start this campaign of this market entry. We search 100 so early adapters for this markets. Here you can you have some information about Insha, what we do, how we do, about our principles, and this campaign of joining this adventure together in for the market entry in these new countries. Because now we are active in Germany, as you know, but till the end of 2021, we will be in 4 or 5 more European countries. For this, we have a short movie. Maybe I can play it.
Burak, we can't hear anything.
Wie bitte?
We can't hear anything.
Okay.
If you are using your AirPods.
Earphone? No,
Yeah.
no, I do not know.
Okay.
Okay.
We can't hear it.
Okay. 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 It's about the different countries in Europe, and all of them are explaining why for them is the principle-based Insha important. And yeah, we will do this market entry together with this potential customers in these countries. And yeah, if you are also interested from Netherlands to help us to join, you can easily find this campaign on the link. I maybe can share this link in the chat, and we will be happy if you join this adventure and help us to get some insights about the market, about defining the potential target group, how the dynamics are, how the economy is in the country. And yeah.
Can I ask a few questions about this?
Yeah, of course.
We have one question in the chat. That is, what is the criteria for the pioneers? So, what do you expect from a pioneer, and what can they get from it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we mentioned it here that all the participants of the program will be rewarded with a certificate. So you will be an official pioneer who helped in fintech startup for the market entry in Netherlands, for example. Yeah. There are not so many points we are expecting. It's just about to joining this program, to joining some focus groups. We will do this, I think, with a kind of Zoom call. Then you answer our questions. We have different surveys, and if you help us give us answers for some questions, for example, if you join 3 surveys, you get your official certificate, for example.
And just to add one thing about the certificate, maybe in this certificate we will tell that you help us for our market entry, and that you helped us designing our market entry strategy, and that would mean that you can use the certificate also if you have a job application. So we would also allow to use this for the job application. And as Burak said, we will do some focus groups where we want to know the market. And as we already mentioned, we want to design Insha for the markets there. And this is what we will expect from you. We will have some questions about the Netherlands market, about your expectations from a banking app, and that's it more or less.
Yeah. Okay. I shared the link for this campaign in the chat. Yeah. And I think this was the last slide of our presentation. Yeah, and now we are open for your questions.
I would like to suggest,
yeah,
before we continue with the Q&A, to have maybe a break.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
And I would like to suggest to have a break of, let's say, 9 minutes and start sharp at 8 o'clock. And of course, Insha could ask some questions to us as well. Now we are all together. So we will see you at 8 o'clock then.
Okay, perfect.